you're going to start by saying, hey guys, what does the word rim make you think of? And they're going to say, hopefully, you know, the rim of a cup. They might say car rims, right? And you say, the reason this is so important is because all of those rims you talk about go around. So you're going to write those all up here, brainstorming. All of those rims go around. So today, we're going to talk about this word, perimeter, and it has the word rim in it. Watch this, you guys. Whoa, it's blue. It has the word rim in it. So whenever I see the word perimeter, I think, oh, this goes around the outside of my shape. The definition, perimeter is the distance around an object. So, oh no, I need a marker.
What's that green one? The little green one.
So the perimeter of this shape is here. It's not this part, you know, it's not squares inside, it's the outside going around my shape. Or the perimeter of this one is here. The perimeter of this shape is here. And it's super, oh, you're going to draw your perimeters, my bad. It's super important you don't mix up perimeter with area. You want to mix it up because it has to do with shapes, but the area is not the perimeter. The area is this part. Right? They're not the same. Perimeter, you go around. Area, you cover the inside. Playing animation. Oh, you guys, look, it draws it for you. You don't even have to see past Lisa. Past Lisa made a really good PowerPoint. So, demonstration time. Okay, so you're each going to get a piece of grid paper for every day, okay? And you're just going to have a shape drawn for them, because we want this to be really concrete, right? And so what you're going to do is you're going to have your shape, you're going to put it down on the carpet. Let's say this is my shape. And you're going to shade it in nicely, right? And then I'm giving you each a baggie of twist ties. Okay? So you want to cut the twist ties. These twist ties are 4 inches long. So get a ruler, and you're going to have to cut your twist ties so that they're 1 inch. So you're going to have all these twist ties. Don't do this, because this is really misleading, but I just want to show you. You're going to have all these inch-long twist ties, and you're going to be like, so if I want to measure the perimeter of this shape, the perimeter goes around, this is my perimeter, right? It's the outside of my object. This is the perimeter. You guys with me? Mm-hmm. You're going to show them really concretely. It's kind of amazing how if you talk about it, they just do not understand. So you're going to have your twist ties pre-cut, and you're going to show them that this is the perimeter of your shape. And then you just count it up when you're all done, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now, what kids want to do, even kids who think they know what perimeter is, they want to count this, the outside squares. So they go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I find it useful to like ask a kid, like if you thought perimeter went around, how could you maybe do this wrong? Like perimeter is a line that goes around, right? So counting these outside squares doesn't work. And you might even want to say, the reason is because this square in the corner has 2 outside edges, not just 1, right? Do you guys have any questions about this as like a demonstration?
Can we just use a ruler?
No. Like at first, we're going to get to a ruler. That's such a good question. We're going to get to a ruler on the second day.
Okay.
But the first day, they just really need to understand it as like units going around.
Okay.
Because unbelievably, like they really struggle. So the next day, you're actually going to get out your old shape. And you're going to use a ruler. And you're going to say, wow, guess what? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. Guess how many little red inchy inches we used? 6. Right? And like, what is another way, this is getting into day 2, right? But what is another way we could, instead of counting these up one by one, what could we do instead? We could add. But you really are wanting to like lead them through that, right? Instead of just telling them, because this really does get mixed up with the area. If you're going to need your inch squares as well. You're going to need inch squares and little red inches for all your kids to use. And you can take your squares and cover it and say, does that make 20? Does that go around? Nope. Right? So you're going to cover the inside. And you might even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the area and the perimeter are not the same. Draw a shape where that's on purpose. Don't draw a shape accidentally where the area and the perimeter are the same. Okay. I'm glad you find that hilarious, but I would do something like that. All right.
Draw a rectangle.
Well, not all rectangles are different areas and perimeters. So anyway, then after your demonstration, you're just going to quickly walk through these few examples. There's not very many. Draw a rectangle that has 2 rows with 3 squares in each row. So 2 rows, 3 squares in each row. The area is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's old news. This is perimeter. This is different. For the perimeter, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was 2. This was 3. This was 2. This was 3. If I add those all up, I get 10. Let's check. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Let's write these out. This was 3 times 2. This was 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. And like you guys, you want to say these things over and over. Like, notice what's the same about area and perimeter. You're talking about shapes. Notice what's different. Area, you use a length and a width. Perimeter, you use a length and a width and a length and a width. So then you're just having a few more examples. Draw a rectangle. And by the way, this language is written differently just so that they hear different ways of being asked to do this. So don't just skip over the language, like 2 rows with 3 squares. Okay, I know what that means. Here, this one says draw a rectangle that is 5 units by 4 units. What does that mean? And then you go through. Same thing. Draw a rectangle that is 3 units wide and 4 units long. Same way of asking you to draw. Okay, so then activity time. This is what I was talking about. I'm going to explain it again for the video. So, each person in the room is going to get their own special rectangle. They're not all the same. It says in the corner shape A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Something like that. Some of them out letters. You're going to decide how many square inches do you need to cover the shape. What is that? Area. And then you're going to decide how many inches you need to go around the outside. What's that? Perimeter. Then you're going to work on your worksheet. You're going to decide what you think, and you're going to fill it in. And then you're going to get to work on your worksheet. I'm going to come around. I have a baggie of squares and a baggie of inches. And I'm going to give you whatever you tell me to give you. So if you told me to give you 6, I'm going to give you 6. Is 6 going to work for this shape? No. How much would work for this shape? Hopefully someone is 8, because area is still length times width. You know how it was length times width yesterday? It's still length times width today. And then if you tell me 10 square inches, I'm going to give you 10. So this is where they're getting to work, right? And you're going around and looking at every kid's sheet. If the kid has the right numbers, just give them some squares and things and let them count them out themselves. Right? So if I go to Heather, Heather has the right numbers, I'm like, okay, here's some square inches, here's some squares. She can get a glue stick, she can glue it on her shape, and it'll be beautiful, and we're going to hang it up. Right? Oh no, maybe this day we're not gluing. What did I write? I think I decided this day was maybe a little intimidating to glue, so there's no glue this day. But on the 2nd or 3rd day, you could have them actually glue it and hang it up so that, you know, you have a nice little poster. Okay, so Heather, she has the right number. I just give Heather some supplies. I'm not going to stand there counting. Sam, I'm like, oh no, Sam told me he needed 6. So I count up for Sam. Here are 6 squares. Let me watch you put them on. This is where I'm like blowing his mind, confronting his misconception, right? I'm like, Sam, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? What did you do? How did you get 6? Oh, I added 4 plus 2. Did adding length plus width get you the area? No, area is length times width. What's 4 times 2? 8. Let's try 8. Oh, that does work, right? So you're getting an opportunity to check in with each kid and give them their concrete materials.